Let's understand something called increasing function and something called strictly increasing function. You would hear these words quite often. In this is an increasing function. Oh, this is a strictly increasing function. What is the difference? Anyone has any clue? What is the difference? Okay, forget about it. Now, the difference is very, very simple. What does increasing mean? Increasing means as your x increases, your y increases. That is what increasing means, which means positive slope, right? So you've got something like this. This is an increasing function. You see, as your x value increases, your y value increases. This is an increasing function. We all know that. And exactly similar is the decreasing, opposite. So gradient is positive. M is positive, the slope. Now, what is strictly increasing function? Right? If I sort of draw again two graphs, both of them are increasing functions. As x increases, y increases. Similarly here. But there is a very slight difference between the two, strictly. Look at this point. So if I just change the color of, look at these 2 points. Let's say I call them as x3 and x4. What is happening here? X3 makes y3 and x4 makes y3 again. X increased, but y did not decrease, y stayed constant. This is still an increasing function. So I say when f of x1 should be greater than equal to f of x2, this equal to sign comes into play. The y value can be same for x1 greater than x2. If x1 is greater than x2, your f of x1 can be greater or equal to f of x2, which is nothing but y2 and maybe xy1 and y2. That's the classic. So your y value does not change, remain constant, but x value increased. So this is called increasing function. Y remain constant, can be equal. Y value can be equal. This equality is there. Even when the two x values are different, one greater than the other. Whereas look at this graph. You will not find any interval of x where the y values are exactly the same. It is perfectly increasing. It's not there is no, this condition does not exist. The equal to condition does not exist. So strictly increasing means that f of x1, I should have taken 2, right? Because 2 is logically greater than 1, is greater than f of x1 when x2 is greater than x1. The equality is missing. The y value cannot be same for two x values. That function is called strictly increasing. And this is just increase. Does that make sense? Right? What is a strictly increasing function and what is a increasing? And similarly, the concept is applied to decreasing. So if I have decreasing function versus strictly decreasing function, almost pretty much the same. So you could have something like this, and you could have something like this. Here, x1, x2, and this point is actually f of x1 and f of x2 both. They are equal, right? So in here, you have f of x2 is equal to f of x1 when your x2 was greater than x1, right? Same. Whereas in here, if this is x1 and this is x2, this is f of x1, this is f of x2. So here, your x2 is greater than x1 and your f of x2 is less than f of x1, strictly decreasing. The equality is missing. Here, I can say my f of x2 can be less than or equal to f of x1. The equal to condition is this condition. They're equal. Am I making sense? Right? What is the difference between a lot of students don't really understand? They think increasing function strictly increasing. They just take the strictly word out of picture. They think that's one and the same thing. And we will see how we utilize this as we move forward. But from a concept standpoint, this is very important. All right? Cool. Thank you.